So I guess okay, you have gone through the video case studies, and also like okay, the people who joined today, so they can also go through that video and they can understand. Okay, so what we have discussed yesterday. So we have discussed about cloud computing. Right. So, okay, if I want to know about Salesforce, okay, so before Salesforce, we just need to understand the functionalities, okay, or how the Salesforce has come up, like what are the problem and what is the solution which is come up with Salesforce, okay. So, cloud computing, there is a concept which we have. So, if you have like any questions or something, okay, you can just unmute yourself and you can ask meantime, or you can chat me also. So we have discussed cloud computing. Cloud means which is an internet, simply internet walking. Okay, simple terms. Okay, so just a recap like for the yesterday's class. Okay, and cloud computing offering multiple services, right? So which is offering okay services of CC. I'm saying CC means like cloud computing. Okay, so from now like we will be saying CC. CC means cloud computing. Okay, services of cloud computing. So which is offering like okay SaaS, right? And what are the other services? Can anyone spell like what are the other services which is offered by cloud computing? Okay, so PaaS, yeah, and okay, someone told PaaS, right? And is there any other thing? IaaS also there, right? Okay, there are only three services which is offered by cloud computing. That is SaaS. SaaS means simply okay, software as a service, like which is like using an application. Okay, using an application. Okay, as an end user. So you can also note it down. So, or otherwise, okay, this video will be available. You can go through video and you can write the notes. Okay, so PaaS means like which is a platform, right? So platform as a service, that means okay, to build something, we need to have some sort of platform, right? So to build an application. So basically, okay, applications will be available, so which we can use as an end user. But so if I want to build a new application or something or any enhancement or something, if I want to do, I need to have a PaaS. And IaaS means okay, which is an infrastructure to hold all these services, to hold or save or retrieve all these services. The services which are needed for both of what, for both SaaS and PaaS. Okay, so whatever setup which is required for SaaS and PaaS. Okay, if I want to utilize this application, let's take I have an application. Okay, you can see here, right, like PPT or Notepad. So this is one application. If I want to utilize this application, I need to have OS, operating system, right? I need to have hardware, so everything. Okay, so hardware I need to have like software, and then okay, so OS, BIOS, it should be there. Okay, so basic input output system, and then only okay user can see this application, right? So this Notepad or okay something, so which we when we enter into normal like our screen, Windows screen, and then we can see this. That means all those are required, right? So and the services which will be provided from IaaS infrastructure, and PaaS, which is just okay, which will building some sort of application. And we have already discussed okay some sort of examples also. So can you just explain like, or can you just type like Is there any services like which we know as a SaaS? So I'm typing something, okay? So you can also just add more. Google search. So it is a service, okay? So as a SaaS we can say. And is there any other thing like which you can just spell it out? Okay. Amazon, yeah. Amazon app, okay. I could say Amazon app. Amazon, it is offering okay other services also. 1 second. One second, someone. Ajit, like you can hear me, right? Okay, so no worries. Let's okay continue. And okay, so we do have like multiple services which is offered by cloud computing. So there was okay SaaS PaaS IaaS, and we have discussed. Okay, you can also write like multiple. Okay, so what you think? Okay, so SaaS which comes under and PaaS which comes under. So I'm just giving some examples. Okay, AWS, Amazon Web Service. Okay, so which is actually offering as a platform. So Amazon, which is like normally we can see we can buy some sort of goods and all, right? So those comes under Amazon application, okay? So that actually end users are using. But if you go beyond, okay, so back into that, so AWS, which is offering some sort of services, okay, so which is platform related services, okay, which is offering platform. And okay, so likewise we do have like multiple, and our okay, so main goal is like we just need to focus our Salesforce. So in Salesforce also, like we do have something called okay, so force.com. So force.com, the course itself is completely, we will be talking about this force.com only. The entire course, okay, which we are talking about is like force.com. So we have to learn this PaaS only. Okay, we don't need to focus on IaaS. We don't need to focus on uh, okay, we just need to know okay how we can utilize this SaaS. But mostly okay, our entire course which we will be dealing for force.com. Okay. So this is our actual course, right? Our course all about. Right. So Amazon, so SaaS, like in SaaS, like if you can see, okay, Salesforce, which is offering pre-built functionalities. We will also discuss all those. Okay. And I, so IaaS, like okay, which is holding like complete, okay, which is required for SaaS and PaaS. Okay. So that we have discussed. These are the services, okay, which is offered by cloud computing, and out of which okay, Salesforce is offering so some sort of okay applications which we can see, and some sort of application okay, so which so we can utilize as a platform. And okay, so if I want to store or retrieve okay something, so we just need to have something called database.com. So previously it used like Oracle, so Oracle database, but now okay, so it has come up with like okay, so their database which is database.com. Right now, okay, it is partially working for Oracle also, and partially it is working for database.com. So not complete, okay, database.com, and which is also coming up with new database also. Okay, so for holding all the data, right? So these three services which is offered by cloud computing, and also which these all services CC services offered by Salesforce. So that is just a concept, okay, CC, cloud computing, which is just a concept, which is using that concept on and building, okay, all these SaaS PaaS areas, right? And okay, so yesterday, like we have discussed all this, okay. So why cloud computing and what is the benefit of cloud computing, okay. And then so we have seen on-premise application and cloud computing. So on-premise, like what are the issues like we had, and we had a problem with software, like access problem, upgradation problem, okay, version problems. All will be the burden to the client, okay, and developer companies also. Okay, so the vendors will be providing on-premise and the same, okay, they have come up with the cloud computing concept, pay-per-use concept we have dealt yesterday, and you can go through that video, you will be understanding more. Okay, so and in cloud computing, so this is an advantage. So, okay, we just need to log in with an internet. Okay, so we just need to log in through a URL. That's it. No need to set up everything. Okay, so no need to do anything. We don't need to install. Okay, we don't need to maintain anything. Okay, so these are like SaaS PaaS IaaS which we have discussed, and these are multiple clouds and cloud types also. Okay, so what is Salesforce? Like we discussed, Salesforce, which is a number one CRM platform, which is on online. Okay, so which is on-demand application, on-demand CRM. That means which is available online. Okay, so force.com, which actually we will be dealing all these, okay, course and time. So this is a platform actually we will be working on, and we do have like app exchange and all. Okay, and CRM, like we have discussed, like what is CRM, customer relationship management. Okay, so and then okay, so configuration customization we have seen yesterday, right? So now, okay, write down. So it is having like some sort of partners of Salesforce. So Salesforce partners, like okay, so which is having like developer.salesforce.com. Okay, so dreamforce.com. So which we have already discussed, database.com. Okay, so and also we do have like app exchange. So yesterday we have discussed this also, app exchange. So what app exchange will do? Okay, let's take if I have an application, so which I have built using Salesforce. Okay, I can just place that, and okay, so with that, like I can generate a money, right? So which is so we do have like Google services, right? Like we can place our applications likewise. So this is one, okay, application. So which is like okay, partner to Salesforce, right? So in Salesforce, like we do have other, okay, so we do have multiple additions. Okay, so additions, so additions in Salesforce. So additions means like these are just packages. Okay, so likewise we do have packages, right? Like for mobile. Okay, so or television. So we do have like multiple packages. So based on that only, okay, so we will be getting some sort of services, right? Okay, so in additions, like so we do have like multiple additions. Additions means like these are licenses. Okay, so if I want to utilize Salesforce services, we have to buy. Okay, we means okay, client. Okay, so if someone, let's take yesterday we have discussed, okay, tea company, and tea company wants to utilize the services of Salesforce and utilize the services of this cloud computing concepts through Salesforce. They have to buy, okay, some sort of licenses. Okay, with that licenses they can get multiple services which is pre-built. Okay, they can give some sort of, okay, multiple users. They can just set only a limited database, and they can just go with a limited something, okay, it's like user based or profile based, okay, any CRUD based, like create, read, update, delete, like permission wise. Okay, so they can get like multiple options. We will be going through each wise, and if we have, if we go through like additions, we do have like contract manager. Okay, so contract manager, this is one license, which is like, which is not a free one, which is actually a paid one, which is also like based on, okay, license, we have to pay. That's like, okay, whenever like utilizing, you have to pay based on that. Okay, we do have like professional license, enterprise license, trade license. Okay, so we also have like, okay, free license also. These are all, okay, so paid licenses, and we do have like for testing purpose, or if I want to or know, okay, what is Salesforce. So we will be getting, okay, some sort of like free. So we can just do, okay, all the development, or okay, so whatever, like if I want to just know, so we have, okay, so fee also. So that is like developer edition. Okay, so we do have like developer edition also. So we can just go through this, like maybe, okay, if possible, like today we will be creating, or otherwise like tomorrow we will create one, okay, account. So for this batch, okay, so batch 21, and then we can just proceed, and we can just work on over there. I'll be just giving all this stuff in that batch. So okay, you can also create your own, or you can utilize that. So I'll be giving access to everyone. Okay, so these are additions, and these are the partners. And okay, so if you are like going through Salesforce, you just also need to know about these clouds. Okay, so clouds of Salesforce. So we do have like multiple clouds, so which actually we will be dealing one by one. But okay, so when you go to Office, okay, that depends on the most clouds, okay, like the Sales Cloud. But don't worry, okay, so about these clouds, we will be dealing all this. Okay, we will start from marketing first. Marketing Cloud, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud. So the name itself, like you can understand. Okay, and one more thing, like I want to highlight here is, okay, Marketing Cloud means it won't do marketing something. Okay, so it will just hold the data of marketing. Let's take, okay, I have gone somewhere, or okay, so T company, so got some sort of feedbacks. Okay, so from their customers. Okay, so they want to just put their information into the Salesforce. Okay, they can just use this Marketing Cloud, or okay, they can just convert, okay, so their prospects to a complete lead. So prospect means, okay, those are actually not customers. Okay, they want to convert those customers as like complete leads. Okay, so means they can follow their business. Likewise, they can convert as a customer, right? So Marketing Cloud, which will just store those information. Okay, so which can automate their process. They have already some process, right? So they can just automate using this Marketing Cloud. And Sales Cloud, so which is having something, a sales process. We will be dealing that sales process also. And this is a common sales process which is offered by Salesforce. And if I want to customize, okay, that we can utilize those existing, and we can additionally add some sort of, okay, logics, or some sort of data, or some sort of objects. Okay, we can create to that, and we can just establish a new new enhancements to that. Okay, so that is where like we will be just utilizing this as a database only. Okay, so this is not a something which actually do the marketing. Okay, nothing which can be done to Salesforce, which is just storing the information. Okay, this is simply storing information. Okay, so marketing cloud, so it will just store the marketing's information which you got from different sources. Okay, you can just get from emails, or if you can get from calls, right, like calls, or okay, so charter, you can get some contacts, or you can just distribute pamphlets. Okay, from pamphlets you can get some contacts. All will be holding under this marketing cloud. Only data will be holding. So sales cloud, which will be just dealing about sales, okay, processes and service. Like, okay, let's take, I have a customer, so complete customer, and okay, I'm giving some sort of service. Let's take LG company, so which is offering some sort of AC, right? So if okay, a customer who bought that AC and he had some problem and he will be just raising one ticket for that. So that technician will be coming to, okay, so to our home, right, to the customer. Okay, so he will be just giving service. So they're like, okay, we just need to understand like who actually, okay, requested the service, and okay, at what time. So the request or technician has to go over there. So likewise, okay, we will be handling in this service cloud. Okay, so we do have like something called collaboration cloud. So this is basically for charter. Okay, so if I want to like this is like best feature also, like if I want to internally, okay, if I want to connect with some other users. Okay, let's take, there are multiple teams, and okay, so team to team, like if I want to connect. So let's take, okay, I'm working for one organization, HCL organization. HCL is having like multiple developers. Okay, like me. Okay, so there are like multiple developers. If they want to connect with, okay, one each other, so they can just utilize this, okay, charter, which is available with Salesforce. They can directly just okay, communicate with between the users. So okay, within that instance only they can do. Outside that instance they cannot do. So instance means like, okay, they can just, let's say, okay, I have created one account and I have multiple users within that account, Salesforce account. So only within that only they can just charter. Okay, outside that they can't charter. So this is, okay, collaboration cloud, which is offering by Salesforce, and so we have already discussed like database.com. and data.com. Okay, and so recently, like they have, recent means not recent. Okay, so which is already utilizing, and this is like very much useful to external users. Okay, so if I have something, if I want to give some sort of pages, okay, to external users, they can log in to those pages and they can just do their job, or they can just give some feedback, like, okay, so websites. So we can create those, okay, for the external users. This is for external users, not for internal users. External users or external. So there's community cloud, okay, which we'll be using for external users and external clients. Okay, collaboration, which is charter teams within the organization or within application. Okay, or within application, I could say, or instance. So service cloud, okay, so which is deal, okay, something called which is, this is a kind of, okay, so which will store the information provided as service. Okay, so which will deal like sales process, holds sales process data, which holds prospects. Different. different marketing strategies. So it's just strategies. Okay. We can get okay customers from different, right, like Facebook, or like we can just like there will like multiple we can do, but okay, finally we will be getting all those customers. Let's take, okay, I've got some customer from email, so I'll be storing that. Okay, so under this marketing cloud. And okay, so community load and database.com. Yeah, so this actually so which is which we discussed, right, IIS, so which comes under IIS. And all these, okay, so community clouds, this is SaaS only, this is SaaS, so which okay they will just utilize only. And okay, as a point of like if I talk from customer side, which is a SaaS, but okay, from our side it is both like SaaS and PaaS. So because like we are developers, right, like we can just do okay some sort of development under this clouds also. But whatever like we are doing development, that comes under okay, so force.com only. So force.com, which is actually PaaS. So this comes under also IaaS. Okay. So these are like multiple okay clouds, and we do have other clouds also, but okay, so those are not required. But I'm just giving. There's something called Einstein Analytics, or okay, so we call this as like Wave Analytics also. Okay, so which actually gives something called okay, so graphical representation. Okay, I have some data. I just want to play with that data. Okay, so I want to just pull out the data. So okay, who are happy sentiment index is like 100% or 80%. Or okay, so I want to just get all the customers information. So who has recently connected with my system. Okay, so those like multiple options. Okay, we can just get the data. So like we can play with the data, like how we will be having Excel sheet also, right? In Excel sheet, like we can just get okay, so some sort of graphs and everything. Okay, so this is just like graphical representation. So if we have data, like okay, so we can just which is kind of like graphical representation, which is given by Salesforce. Okay, so these are like Einstein Analytics, like which is also being utilized very much. So these, okay, we will be discussing like more deeply. Okay, so what is Marketing Cloud and what are the available options in Salesforce? We will see on Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, and then okay, so Collaboration Cloud. Okay, so we will also see charters how we can utilize, and we will also okay touch base on Community Cloud. So which is a huge concept. Okay, we will just touch base on cloud computing, how it works, and Einstein also like we will see, and the standard okay functionalities also available in Salesforce. Okay. Apart from this, like we do have like this Einstein Analytics also. And okay, so database.com, which is IIS, and data.com, which is also IIS for the Salesforce. Okay. And okay, we have discussed about like partners and additions, and we have discussed for clouds. Tell this like anyone having any doubts, you can raise your voice. You can unmute yourself, like you can ask like if you have any type of doubts, okay, regards this. I guess okay, everything is fine. Okay, so either okay, so you have understood all, or so you haven't understood anything. So you have to just raise your voice, whether like so you have any questions. So cloud computing, you are clear. Okay, so yesterday also we discussed, and partners, I guess okay, you have cleared. So additions, I guess okay. So additions, these are like packages. Okay, we have to buy from Salesforce. And okay, so we do have something called, okay, so free edition, which is developer edition, so which we can utilize. And okay, so there are like multiple clouds. So these are all the clouds which are okay available, and there are like other clouds also, which I may forget it. Okay, but yeah, so there are like multiple other clouds also. So because okay, Salesforce acquiring everything, okay, which is needed for all type of businesses. Okay, so we do have something called health cloud also, okay, which is recently introduced, health cloud and finance cloud. Okay, so they are just going through all the business processes, and then okay, so they are acquiring, so what is the basic which is required for that business, and then okay, so they are implementing into Salesforce. Okay, so likewise they are just utilizing, but anyways, okay, if we have like basic concepts, okay, how it works, and everywhere it will be working in a same manner. Okay, so that we will be going through deeply in our, okay, in our all complete course, right? And then okay, so we have to discuss with this, okay, multi-tenant architecture. So if you don't have like any questions, I'll be going through the next topic. Okay. So you can chart me also, like if you have any questions. Meantime. So just confirm me, like, am I audible? So I'm only speaking. So am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. So any doubts for this, like, or it is fine? Shiva is saying yes, no. What is yes, what is no? Audible is yes, understanding is no. Is it right? Okay then. Okay, so you can also go through the video. Okay, she's saying again yes. Right. Okay. So multi-tenant architecture. So we should also okay know like how the applications or okay, so business will be working. Okay. So this multi-tenant architecture, like we will be going through one example so that okay we can understand easily. So let's take not a house. Let's take I have an apartment. Okay. So in this apartment, so let's take I am staying in room number 501. Okay, so I'm staying in 501. That means, okay, so I do have like, okay, this apartment contains like 5 stores, right? So stair building, 5 stairs. Okay, within this 5 stairs, okay, I'm staying in 501. And okay, someone, let's take, okay, Siva. So he's staying on 304. Samir, so he's staying on like 104. Okay, some other like, okay, let's take, and 304, let's take, okay, I have like some Shiva got some electrical bill. Okay, so electrical bill. Now okay, so Shiva got electrical bill. Okay, now he asked me to pay my bill. Okay, so his bill. Okay, I have to pay Shiva's bill. So is it possible, like usually like can we do? So let's take, okay, I'm having in room number 501. So I'll also have some electricity bill, right? So will we pay that bill? Okay, so Siva's bill. So definitely no, right? And Samir, okay, so he is having some, okay, some sort of like water bill. So now Samir is asking me, okay, I have to pay this water bill. So definitely we will say no, because so this is only related to Samir, right? Like how much he okay utilized. Okay, that only he okay, he himself like he himself like he has to pay, right? So Samir has to pay. Okay, the other people will not pay, right? And let's take, okay, the same scenario. and Samir is also having water bill. Okay, so I said, okay, I don't pay water bill because that is completely yours. Okay, you have to pay. But there is something called, okay, so lift bill or any maintenance bill. So it is an apartment, right? Like, okay, so there is something called maintenance charges, right? So he has like maintenance charges. So now he asked me, okay, so pay this, okay, lift bill and maintenance bill. Okay, so to me, and he also asked Shiva. And so what we have to do, like, are we paying this? So are we paying these bills? You can just start yes. So no, Shiva told no. So you don't want to pay your lift bill maintenance charges also. Samir has to pay. Samir, like, Shiva is saying, okay, you have to pay for this entire, okay, lift bill and maintenance charges also. So Samir is saying yes. You want to pay? Okay, so definitely, okay, so in this case, the first case, okay, which we talked is like, which is exclusive for the semi, right? So which is completely exclusive. So for exclusive, who has to pay? Who is utilizing that service? Okay, that person has to pay for the exclusive services. Okay, and the second, lift bill maintenance charges, which is not exclusive. Okay, which is common, right? So these services, okay, lift bill, maintenance charges, these are common services. Okay, so if we have like common services, what we will be doing in this apartment. So it is having like 5 stores. That means, okay, 5 into, I have mentioned 104, 304. That means 5 into each floor is having 4, right? Okay, so 4, uh, 4 flats. Okay, so total how much? 5 into 4. So 20 flats, right? Out of this 20 flats, okay, lift bill and maintenance charges. So how, okay, so they will be distributed. Total amount divided by 20. Okay, right. So everyone has to pay, right? So lift bill and maintenance charges, and if there are any other like common, okay. So they can have like, okay, so park. Okay, so they can have like swimming pool. Right, so these are all like common. Okay, so whatever common services, okay, so which is offered by this apartment. Okay, so all the amenities, okay, common amenities like which are offered by this apartment, so everyone has to pay, right? Entire amount which we got divided by those 20, right? So this is how actually it will work, right? So in our normal scenario, like in apartment also. Okay, and one more thing, like here, okay, so this is about like money. Okay, so what we are paying. So one is like exclusive, only those people like water bill or, okay, current bill or any TV bill. Okay, so TV charges. Okay, so all this comes under exclusive. Okay, the exclusive they have to pay, and the common. Okay, so whatever the bill, okay, which we got, so that has to paid by everyone. Okay, and this is clear, right? And so there will be, okay, one more concept here. Let's take, okay, I'm just entering 501 daily. Okay, and Shiva, he is just staying in 301 now. Okay, Samir is asked to Shiva, okay, so Shiva, you can we just interchange our rooms? Okay, so now, okay, for this month or, okay, 2 3 months, so instead of, okay, 104, so Samir is going to 304. And okay, so the relatives, okay, which uh, relatives of Samir, okay, so is going to the room number 304. So is it allowed? Is it allowed? So you got my question, right? Okay, so 104 people, okay, or relatives, they are going to 304. Is it allowed? So will we allow like so Siva will you allow Samir's family for 10 days or 15 days or 1 month? So no, right? Okay, so why this is happening? So even in apartments, okay, so this will not be allowed, right? And even okay, in our normal scenarios, like we won't be allowing, right? So that means okay, only exclusive services which will be used by only those people, okay, but common so can be utilized by everywhere. Okay, so let's take okay now the scenario I'm changing. Samir is going to a park, okay. So is it allowed? Samir is going to park. Okay, so Siva is saying no, you should not come to park. Okay, so is he allowed? So he is allowed. Okay, so right, yes. So he is allowed, right? So and okay, so if you can see, if we can talk about like security. Okay, security which can be allowed only to common floors. Okay, or common access. So even if like if you go to office also, you can't enter all chambers. Okay, you can enter only limited chambers. You can just go to your room or your floor. Okay, you cannot enter all rooms or all floors, right? So there is something called security. Security comes, okay. This is for common access, okay, and for exclusive access. So everywhere, okay. So if you go, if you take any example, so everywhere, okay, even if you go to college, so you can just go to your classes, but you cannot go to principal room, right? So you cannot go to administration room likewise. Okay, so everywhere, okay, so we have like both accesses. So we do have okay common access, we do have exclusive access. Okay, both we do have. So security wise, okay, this is maintained by someone, right? Like if you go to apartment, so which is maintained by someone. Okay, there are some restrictions, right, which are enforced by this okay apartment. So and also like common, okay, will be so paid security, and then okay, so paying will be done also based on their okay utilities. Okay, so whatever they are utilizing, if okay if they are using like TV, so they will be paying for TV. This is for exclusive. And okay, so what I mean to say is like I think okay, so you got some idea like how the apartment or how the offices will be working. Okay, so likewise multi-tenant architecture, which is also something a concept. Okay, so which actually gives both. Okay, one it will give like exclusive, and the second which will be providing common access. Okay, so with this, I think with this example, I think you will be knowing something. Okay, let's take even if you are using Salesforce, you cannot access entire, right? So that is what I want to say. So you can access only whatever which is given to you. Okay, so that only you can access even in Salesforce or in any other applications or somewhere, anywhere. Okay, so you can access only to common services. So what I meant to say, like we can access common services and also exclusive. Exclusive anyways, like we can access. Okay, so which or enforced, which are enforced by multi. Okay, so this multi-tenant architecture, so which will actually hold all these restrictions. Okay, so based on that restrictions only, like we can okay, so do all the activities, right? So this is something called security. Okay, security comes up like we have to obey all these okay limits or something. So even in Salesforce also, like we do have something called okay, so governor limits. Okay, so in Salesforce, we do have like governor limits. Governor limits, okay, so which comes for multi-tenant, like Salesforce, which is also working on multi-tenant architecture. Salesforce SFDC. multi-tenant architecture. So it has to enforce all the restrictions. Okay, restrictions enforced by SFDC have to obey. Okay, so whoever, like, let's take, okay, I'm using, or okay, someone is utilizing it. So everyone has to obey their restrictions. Okay, because because like what will happen, so if there is a service, okay, if a single one which is using, okay, entire stuff, then okay, so it will not be utilized by others, right? In simple example, like if you go to ATM, so in ATM, okay, so I'm just a person, okay, I'm just withdrawing. So what will happen, so if there is no limit, okay, so what will happen, so it will be going on, right, like withdraw, and finally, so only a single person can be utilizing that. Okay, so that service, so there is a service available, but okay, so that is being utilized only a single person. Okay, so this is not the case, it should not be happen, so it should be available for everyone. Okay, so with that sense, like this multi-tenant architecture concept has come up. Okay, so this multi-tenant architecture, which has come up with this, okay, like this, only a single person should not be utilized all these services. Likewise, okay, so with this multi-tenant architecture, like if you deeper go, like these additions has come up with Salesforce. So they have given like, okay, contract manager. So now, like if you pay to this contract manager, so you can only access the limited, okay, stuff. You can just have access like, okay, multiple objects. You can have like 500 objects, or you can create only 600 object as per your need. So you cannot create more than that, or it will be giving something called, okay, so some sort of GB, 5 GB you can utilize, or 4 GB or 3 GB. That depends on this package only. That depends on this addition. Okay, so professional, so it can have like additional to something contract manager, and enterprise, like which is additional to professional, and unlimited, like you can have like all. Okay, so all type of access, almost like uh, okay, almost near to the um, extent. Okay, so complete extent, right? So and free itself, okay, which is saying which is not complete. Okay, which is just basic developer edition, which is just a basic edition. Okay, so we can just do some sort of R&D here. Okay, so we can do some sort of POC, and then okay, so we can just check, okay, whether which is applicable or which is suitable for our business, and then we can move on to next editions. Okay, likewise, it will work in real scenarios. Yes, I guess, okay, you understood like this multi-tenant architecture, right? Like there will be, okay, two concepts. One is like exclusive access, and the second is common access. Okay, so common access, everyone can access. Okay, the exclusive, which is only related to that. Okay, so vendor, or okay, so to that company only. So is it clear, like multi-tenant architecture? So likewise, okay, Salesforce is also offering, okay, this multi-tenant architecture, which is working under multi-tenant architecture. So definitely it should also obey some certain laws. Okay, so those are like, we could say like terms and conditions which are applied in Salesforce, and we have to work within that only. Okay, so we cannot go beyond that. So I told like something governor limits, right? Like we can just do only 150 DMS statements. Okay, so we can just do like 150 DMS statements, or okay, so there are like some restrictions, and we can just, okay, query only 100 softwares. Okay, so we can just get pull only 10,000 records like this. Okay, so there are like limited. That depends on the license also, but mostly, okay, so these restrictions to be enforced. Okay, it has to be the service has to be utilized by everyone. So that is the reason. Okay, they have come up this like multi-tenant architecture. So recently, okay, someone got one question. Okay, so in their interview, so that, okay, Salesforce, okay, the question is like, okay, this the interview question I'm just explaining. So in that interview, like what they have asked, so they have just asked, we are buying Salesforce, right? We are buying, okay, some sort of let's take okay one addition, so professional or unlimited edition. And why this Salesforce okay just restricting to me like to do okay all the activities, like because I have purchased entire okay stuff, but even though like why Salesforce is restricting me okay so to do all the activities. Okay, so the simple question is like the Salesforce which is working under concept of multi-tenant architecture, so it should also obey all the concepts. Okay, it should also give common access and as well as exclusive access. Okay, exclusive access you can access at any okay at any extent, but the common access it can be utilized. Okay, it should be utilized for everyone. Okay, so it should be utilized by everyone. So if you go to like common access and if you are utilizing this common access only by a single vendor, so it cannot be utilized by okay other vendors, and it will throw some errors or it will be hanged up. So the service okay the other people cannot utilize. That is the reason. So okay the Salesforce also come up with some sort of restrictions. Okay, so we have to while we are writing code also we have to be obey all these governor limits. Okay, so that is the answer like we have to give. Okay, so if someone asks this, so we have to first start with this okay multi-tenant architecture. It is working under multi-tenant architecture, so it has to give all the common access and exclusive access. They can go beyond to exclusive access, but they can't go to a common access to a okay a certain extent, right? So with that, the service will be provided to everyone. So that is how like if we can give answer, so it will be like very much conveyed okay, to the interviewer. Right. So you got this multi-tenant architecture, right? So is there any other doubts or something you can ask? Is there any doubts? Okay, so as a recap, like okay, we have discussed, yeah. So okay, so no. Right. Okay. So as a recap, like, okay, we have discussed about cloud computing. We have discussed about partners today, and we have discussed about additions. Okay. These are the additions and okay, different clouds we do have like multi-tenant architecture, and Salesforce also working on multi-tenant architecture. Okay. And now we will see something called, okay, so okay, what is something okay which we will be using basic vocabulary. So, okay, usually like what are the vocabulary okay which we will be using in Salesforce? Okay, so means normally how okay, so we will be talking in Salesforce. Okay, so first we will start with app. Okay, so apps we have to create some sort of applications. Okay, so we will also see how we can create an application. Okay, on Salesforce, and then okay, so there is something called tabs. Okay, so if I want to create an application, I need to have some sort of tabs. Okay, within a single or a single tab, okay, we cannot say this is an application. So there will be like multiple tabs, means tabs in the sense like multiple services which we are offering. So all okay, multiple services comes under multiple tabs. So this is one vocabulary which we will be using. Tab, app. Okay, app is one vocabulary. Tab is one vocabulary, and then object, usually we will call object, but okay, so mostly we will call it as S object. S stands for Salesforce. Okay, so Salesforce object, usually we call in offices we call S object. Okay, normally we call it as object, Salesforce object. Okay, S object means Salesforce object. So under each tab okay we can have like object, so we will okay also go through what is app and what is the definition for app and tab as object and all. So we will see in okay, so next coming up videos. Okay, and then okay, so apps tabs is object, and then we will have like fields. So okay, these are the like basic vocabulary we have to use when you go to offices also. Apps, tabs is subject fields, okay, and then data, okay, layouts, report types, such layouts, lookup filters, layouts, report types, such layout, lookup filters, and then yeah, these are like basic, okay. So we can, and something like setup we can just, okay, normally check, that is normal thing. And yeah, relationships. So in this relationship, like we will have the detail. Yeah, so these are like basic terminology regularly we will be using. Okay, so we just need to know how to create this app and how to utilize this app. Okay, so where to display this app, like if I want to display, like how can display this application, and within that application, okay, how we can just create these tabs and how we connect this as object to tab and application. And okay, so what are the limits also we will be just covering. And okay, so the fields, so under each subject, like we have to have some sort of, okay, properties we have to create those properties which comes under our fields. And data we have to set up, okay, data, or we will just say mostly, okay, in offices, like you can just get the terminology as like record. Record means data, okay. So for each property, like if you create some data, so that is a record. And layouts, okay, we call this as like page layouts. And record types, search layouts, lookup filters. These are the, okay, so basic terminology like we will be using. And we have like advanced, like other features also. In features, like we'll be covering in another uh, things, okay. Or we have already here, right? Like, these are all the features like which we will be going through. Okay, so this is yeah, you can see here like application tab field, and then okay, so formula fields. This is a concept, and field dependency, which is again like concept. Yeah, these relationships, page layouts, okay, and then search layouts. These are like basic terminology. Okay, we will be using daily basis. Okay, so that we have to know. Okay, when you're ready, okay, to learn this Salesforce, okay, you just need to know all these, okay, so basic vocabulary. Okay, so if there are some, if someone is speaking about, okay, such layout in the calls, so you should know, okay, what they are talking about. So if someone is saying, okay, record type, so we should know, okay, what they are talking about. So okay, why how like we can just categorize this record type, and how, okay, we can categorize this search layout. This is a search layout, how we can categorize. All we will be discussing. Okay, so these are the like basic vocabulary. You can just note it down. And we will see. Okay, so can we continue, okay, for the environments? Or so I think, yeah, so it's already, is that okay, like shall I continue? Or Samir, is that okay, like you mentioned yesterday, like it got extending, so Shiva saying continue. Samir. Okay, so and for tomorrow's I'll just explain. Okay, so there's like environments, I need some time. Okay, at least like 15 minutes, we need time to understand these environments. Okay, so and we should also know about like, okay, so different sandboxes and production also, like how it will be connected, okay, one each other. So that we will be discussing in these environments. So at least, okay, I need 15 to 20 minutes to explain this more. And okay, so these environments like we will cover in tomorrow. And okay, so we will also just create, okay, create this account. Okay, and then we will see these basic navigations. Okay, so from tomorrow, like we can just go through Salesforce. Okay, we will be talking about Salesforce itself. Okay, complete Salesforce we will be talking. So because like we already got to know, okay, so what are the basic stuff, okay, which we need to understand, and we have covered almost all. And okay, so if anything needed, like we will cover it again. But most of the basic, which is covered, and now okay, we will be going through. So each stepwise. Okay, so how the Salesforce looks like, and okay, how we can build all these like apps, tabs, is subject like with their definitions and everything. So we'll go through one by one. And okay, so the basic navigations I'll be just saying like how we can do, and even you can also create. Okay, so if you have laptop and desktop, like you can meantime. Okay, so like on the call itself, like you can just also go through and you can just create. Okay, so yeah, so this is how like we can just plan for the next sessions. And with these basic navigations, and then okay, we will go to some okay admin. So admin, we can cover in these admin mostly. Okay, so in 10 classes, so we can finish. Okay, so we can have like 10 hours, means 10 days admin. And okay, so and then development start. Okay, so development, which can take around like okay 30 hours, 25, mostly 25. Okay, and then so another 5 or 4 hours, so which is for interview purpose. Okay. So we can talk okay all the concepts, and we will just take okay some examples concepts, and we will discuss that. And even with code also, okay, we will be just going through most in ask the interview questions. And we will okay so cover the concepts, and we'll also go through a code, so that okay it will be helpful. So this okay, this is like core, okay, to our course, right? Yeah, so this is how like we will be planning for tomorrow's session. And so if you have like any questions, tell this, or if you have like any personal questions or something, okay, you can just ask me. Okay, I'm just okay stopping record here, so you can ask any personal questions, or we can discuss in our okay Telugu language also. Okay, I'm stopping the recording.